logjam it is in the Western Conference. Lakers can move into third with a win tonight. There's only a half game that separates 3 through 6. First possession, good ball movement to start the game. One bounce for rhythm, and Reeves knocks it down.
Lost them 3.
Smith, and here's Matas Buzelis. Boy, what an exciting player he is at 41 the other night. Giddey, they're doing the same thing the Lakers are doing, swinging out on top, trying to find a man underneath, thrown away by Giddey. Good play by Reeves. Now right in the passing lane, up ahead for LeBron. Cross court, finds Doncic. Oh, Rui underneath, can't score. That's pretty good defense by Buzelis, who came back.
Secondary defender came over and really spoiled that play.
Josh from Australia out on top, trying to put a dance on Reeves. Here he goes. It's going to be off of him. Out of bounds, Lake Show.
Good.
7 games, they have held the opponent to 106 or less. That's big time defense in the NBA these days.
Yeah, I mean, their activity on that end has really been high caliber.
All the way up, can't score again. Lakers take it. Full start, 0 for 2. The Lakers are 1 for 3. Rui's got it in the corner. Mr. Reliable, top 10 3-point shooting. Lakers have 2 in the top 10 in that department, and Rui goes mid-range.
Nice job of getting yourself under control and then a little drop step spin for the easy deuce.
Oh, just beating LeBron off the dribble that time, but it's going to be a rebound off. That was Trey Jones underneath. Ayton's there. Good start for the Lakers. Month or so. It's good to see him get it again, and the numbers to prove it. Count it. And one. To see layups in the key or 3-pointers for Chicago. Do you realize just 5% of their shots are mid-range? That's it.
That's the NBA.
5%. They are the lowest in the league. I think they might not even be at 5. But you're right. A lot of teams close to that, but nobody like Chicago. Here's Doncic high off the window. Rebound taken by Giddey. This is where he shines, in the open floor. Gonna find Jones in the corner. Giddey right back. Straight away, Jalen Smith can't hit the jump shot. Taken now by Doncic. 7-2 Lakers. Just getting going here at Crypto.com Arena. Big game for Los Angeles, including tonight. They're winding it down. Just 17 left. Defense, offense, and nobody's home for the Lake Show.
Well, it wasn't an intentional kick, so the ball was live.
Lakers only had 6 of them the other night, which is crazy good. Doncic, he's going to make that one.
Yeah, once he gets you on his backside, you are toast.
Luka still the leader in NBA points. Scored. Average. Let's put it that way. Average. Buzelis. Rebound now goes to Braun. Lakers 14-7 this year without Braun in the lineup. Oh, here goes Reeves all the way. Bounce it, and a good one to DA to score.
Get into the paint.
And again, it was the first half the other night where Ayton was really shining, set the tone for the Lakers. Miller, catch and shoot, the southpaw. And again, that one falls right into the waiting hands of Luka. Across the timeline, little stutter step. Rui camping out in the corner for 3.
Well, he camps out for a reason. Boy, a high percentage shooter from that corner.
He was 9 for 11 overall in Chicago in the early game in January. He had 23 points. Giddey, the shot put is good for a triple.
Not really a 3-point shooter per se, but he will keep you honest, as Giddey did just now.
Yeah, remember, it was his 47-footer that shocked the Lakers last year in Chicago. And that crazy last 2-3 minutes. Reeves going to try one of his own. Taking it away from his teammate that time was Miller, Leonard Miller. In deep, tap no, battle for, taken by Doncic. That's his 5th rebound. 5 rebounds already, and now a 3, no sir. It's tapped by Ayton, taken by Buzelis. Up ahead for Giddey, eyes the floor, down the middle, goes Smith. And that lead, how about Buzelis misses it, but he hustles back to steal it away from Luka.
And that's just great work by Buzelis.
Rob Dillingham going to get more opportunity here, much more than what he had in Minnesota.
And he scored easily, and then he took it out of the net himself.
That's Nick Richards. I was talking about Dillingham, who's in there battling. Richards is the one with the bucket. Here is LeBron. All the way out now to Reeves. Ooh, and he gets hit in the face. In it. They have a 10-game lead on the next team in the East, Brooklyn. So they're not going to delve down into the 4 or 5 spot for the best lottery odds. So, like I said, they're kind of in no man's land. Here's Dillingham, mentioned him a moment ago. Buzelis is open, he's due for one. However, that one off the rim, good closeout that time by Reeves. We've got a Bull down at the other end on the floor. Again, some pretty good passing, finds LaRavia. Let's see if he breaks out of it tonight. Well, he was just 1 for 7 the other evening.
And so far, he's not looking to be aggressive offensively because he had to venture into the
24. Austin did not play in the game. They forced a bunch of turnovers, and points off of turnovers did the Lakers. Richards, corner. Got to get a bounce, does not. Luka could get double-digit rebounds in the first quarter. He got 6. He's going to play most of it, if not all of it, and the 3 is good.
I just don't see how you just have 2 guys and both of them leave the leading scorer in the league.
Luka with 5 points. All starters have scored except for LeBron. Buzelis goes right around 8 and throws it down with one hand.
Well, he good read. He didn't have his mind made up. He got chased off the 3. Looked like he was going to pass it, and then decided to attack.
Boy, career highs across the board for Matas Buzelis. Again, Doncic. Nobody with a hand in his face. Giddey gave him all kinds of room.
Well, a hand in his face doesn't even matter to him sometimes.
Yeah, well, of course it doesn't.
He is just a deadly guy when he gets it rolling.
That was just way too much real estate to give, though. Nothing but net for Buzelis from the corner. This year, he's averaging at least 20 since the All-Star break. Buzelis, kind of it goes, it doesn't go, and Luka will go to the line. How about this right now from BMW?
Find the soul of BMW in those who drive it.
Well, Luka's 46 in Chicago, the most that he's had this year in a road Lakers.
This is the first of 2 there. 4:24 to go, and had a chance already to get into double figures, but he'll settle for 9.
And he's got 2 made threes already, which means he has 201 threes on the year. So he has gone above the 200 barrier again this season. Buzelis certainly looked like he wanted to put it up, Stu, didn't he?
Yeah, but good closeout by Jake.
And Rob Dillingham took a spill. Here's Luke, of course, having a career year from 2-point range and shooting nearly 50 from 3. Trying to become one of only 9 players ever to average 50% over the course of a season from 3. In and out, hard break for Luka, out of bounds.
Boy, if he hadn't have deflected that inbounds pass, that was going to be a layup for Jake.
It was a diving down to try to get a layup. So Buzelis is going out for the Bulls, who have a record of 27 and 30. Same thing. Same deal. Exact same deal.
And Giddey again deflects the pass.
Anyway, what to watch for. Kennard. Oh, Drew's right there. Good pass by Luke. All the attention was on him.
A nice little teardrop there by Drew.
Very nice. All-time leading scorer in Gonzaga history. Giddey holds on to it. Going to get it right back. 2-man game out on top. Measured that time. Trying to get to the hoop was Giddey. And stepping in front was Luka. Having some fun already tonight. Long lead. Trying to get it to LaRavia. And it's month 7 overall since signing a 2-way back first week in January. Out now to Reeves. Set and fire. And get! Austin Reeves for 3.
Give the assist to LeBron. Inside out.
The Lakers have already hit 6 3-point shots. 3 out of 12 for Chicago. Yuki's gonna fire it up and knock it down.
He didn't waste any time getting into the scoring column, did he?
Big time fan favorite wherever he goes. Here's Rui. Take it away. Boy, Buzelis was right there. Yuki all the way, and the the window. I think the crowd was thinking he was going to try to go up and slam it. Here is Rui. Crowd was buzzing. And a dunk at the other end. Lob and a jam, and the finish by the big fella.
Well, the pace has sure picked up a little bit.
It certainly has. Entertaining right now. Miller, Jalen Smith, right back to Yuki. Josh Giddey, international flavor right now out on the floor for the Chicago Bulls, without question. Boy, this is a battle right now, and the Lakers win it.
Good hands by Rui.
And Reeves to the rim. Can't score. Hustling down was Ayton. Now at the other end.
Ayton got fouled.
LeBron, 2-on-1. Giddey can't score. LeBron did the job. He stood there and it worked. How about that? The spin. And the tap by Ayton is good.
Wow, I thought that on that previous possession.
Reeves, James, and Rui. You've got Giddey, Dillingham, Yuki, Miller, and Smith. A couple of players from Japan gracing the floor. And here's one of them. Rui is the other. Giddey got one to shoot. And not going to get it away. Yuki could have leaned in and shot. That one went in, but here's James backing it up. Stu again. He's only shot once.
Make it twice.
There's number 2. Ayton doing work underneath, and he gets fouled.
Well, Yuki.
And again, the fine game the other night, 14 and 12 in 34 minutes. He leads the team in starts with 57.
Morongo.
Oh, DeAndre misses 2 free throws. Is about as bad as you can there.
Lakers 22nd in the NBA in free throw shooting. Chicago, not a whole lot better. They're 17th. In the game, Trey Jones trying to put a move. He confronts Ayton, so in amongst the trees. 4 to shoot. Again, they are winding it all the way down, and then a swish by Buzelis, and they have the lead for the, well, the 3rd time tonight, but they got it back, 34-33.
Well, just like the offensive team has to know the 24-second clock, so do the defenders.
Reeves, oh, he created some space. Then he missed that little running jumper. Ayton again on the offensive glass.
Nice aggressive work there by DeAndre.
6 more rebounds tonight for the Lakers. We're in the 2nd quarter. Dillingham with a little burst of speed goes right around DeAndre and lays it up and in.
Yeah, but DeAndre had the angle for that block shot attempt there. Just didn't get to it. I thought he was for sure going to get that one.
Reeves 3, no. Rebound taken, Buzelis. Of course, Dillingham was acquired in a trade that brought Dosunmu over to Minnesota. We saw him the other night. He's a good player. They're going to miss him here. Underneath, put it up and in. Nick Richards. Right on the nose. LaRavia, Kennard waiting to check in. Reeves over to LeBron in the corner. Of course, he's had a couple of injuries here in the last couple of weeks. Elbowed, the heel, the foot, and he loses it. Taken, bounce pass and a beauty. What a bounce that time by Rob Dillingham.
Well, after being down by 10 in the 1st quarter, they now lead by 5. So quick 15-point switch here. The Lakers got to get back in gear.
Lakers' biggest lead was 10. Each team with 6 turnovers. Reeves trying to get to the rim. He's underneath. All he's got to do is turn and score.
He's a big guy's nightmare because he's always coming into their office and making them commit.
Lakers won 120 to 106 over Minnesota. He had 31. Did Reeves in that game. Underneath. Again, that's a good move by Trey Jones. Trey Jones out of Duke. By the way, who barely won their game tonight. They might be the #1 seed. Either them or maybe Michigan come March Madness. That one's kicked. Kick save and a beauty. Kennard. Reeves. Leans in and scores. Austin Reeves yet again.
Lakers now with 3 of their starters in double figures, but still trail.
Thing about Reeves is he has started so slowly this month. Knocked down that time again, and having some fun is Rob Dillingham, who backpedals now to his defensive position. You know, in the first half of games in this month, Reeves shooting well below 30%. Here he is at 4 for 8. Now they give it up, and Ayton with authority. That's the way you do it.
That's the way you attack.
Absolutely.
Boy. Don't try to be cute. Just go ahead and throw it down.
And Buzelis. Group tickets are the best way to give everyone a piece of the categories for this young man. Points per game, by the way, a rookie. You might recall he had 31 against the Lakers. So we knew all about him coming into this season. Doncic over Buzelis to score. A little mid-range magic for Luka Magic.
A little talking between Buzelis and Luka.
We'll see if that continues. Oh, nice. Jalen Smith. Lakers couldn't get out on him. Jalen Smith from Maryland. He's a 37%er from out there. Crossing over now is Luka. It goes! You bet it goes! And another and one.
And those are the kind of scenarios where you get the double tech.
Yeah,
when you've got two guys jawing at each other. So he can ill afford another
minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Lakers are down by 4. Smith hit one from the other side a minute ago. Doesn't care where he is on the floor.
Of their center, he can step out on the floor.
His three-point percentage is his best as a pro. Luka over Buzelis. Game thing. An all-game thing. Lob underneath. That's a good entry pass, and Richards turns and puts it in.
Richards is going deep into the paint and getting the easy one.
What a quarter for the Bulls. 11 out of 12, and there goes Luka. Right around Buzelis to score.
Luka up to 22 first half points.
Yeah, what else is new? What else is new? I know.
Ooh. Offensive foul. Jake got run. Oh.
Well, she's truly your babysitter there sitting next to you. Here is the lob and the tip in by Ayton.
Luka set that up perfectly again.
Josh Giddey runs into LaRavia. 3.5 to go. Dillingham.
The hot hand.
Yeah, that time well short though, taken by Doncic. So Luka has his 8th board. Bounce an easy one now to LaRavia. 1, 2 in the lane. Oh, Ayton tried to throw it down and bring the roof down with it.
Rui says, why settle for the 2? Miss it and throw it back out to me so I can take a 3.
Again, dude, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Why not? Lob again underneath. No defense by the Lake Show that time.
Well, they're doing to the Lakers what the Lakers do to them. They're drawing that center to step out a little bit on the screen and roll, and then throwing the lob up.
Points in the paint, 30 for the Lakers, 28 for Chicago. Little extra arc on that one for Luka, so the Don has more. 24.5. Giddey. Pretty good pace to this game right now. And Luka has it knocked from behind. Yep.
In position, so that's something they have to contend with.
They'll take it right out of the net. By the way, starter points 65-44. Lakers bench points 18-2. Chicago. Rebound Ayton after the blown layup.
Well, that was called intimidation.
LeBron, throw it down.
Speaking of getting it up to court in a hurry, the Lakers after the miss, right back at you.
5 points for Braun. Now very active, steals it, and Luka up ahead it goes. Rui flyby. Rui tries to get into the lane. Luka on its way, down it goes. Timeout.
That forces one of the quickest.
12-0 run. Lakers going back to the second quarter. This 10-point lead equals the. They each have one remaining.
Don't say that. We don't want any challenges.
Lob underneath. Buzelis is there. He puts it up and can't score, and a foul. Try now from Jack in the box.
Hot Ness is back with spicy jalapenos, onion rings, and gooey pepper jack cheese.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Oh, point a minute guy tonight by making this one.
You know, some guys just play the game with sort of like a chip on their shoulder, you know, and Marcellus is, I'm not saying he has a chip on his shoulder, but he's got that attitude that I
Tell you what, he has multiple blocks in it out of the last 15. He'll play at this end of the floor, too. Oh, they bump 8 in that time, and another foul. The Bahamian, DeAndre Ayton.
didn't make 2 in a row, that's for sure.
Jones, handed off now to Giddey. This is Josh, and a good bounce, and blocked that time by Braun. Braun was underneath to help reject.
That was a good play.
Giddey with Doncic in front of him. He'll launch a 3, and down it goes. Josh Giddey stands 6'8". He was the 6th pick. Remember, from OKC back in 2021. Signed a 4-year extension. He's here to stay. Backhand layup by Reeves is good.
Set offense or set defense or not, Austin Reeves can get to the front of the rim.
4 Lakers starters are in double figures. Reeves is one of them with a dozen. Marcellus is open, did not draw iron. LeBron thought about it, then backed off a little bit right at the end. It wasn't quite a 50-50 ball. Trey Jones, rebound, 8.
There's his double-double.
Yep, 17 and 10. Doncic, easy, does it again. Well, he's having fun tearing up Buzelis, isn't he?
Yeah, I told Marcellus to keep his chops closed.
Well, Buzelis has 19 himself, so it's not a complete one-sided affair. Long distance.
I think they're going to
Game trip that starts with 2 in Houston. Lakers are out of fouls already. They're out of fouls 2.5 minutes in.
That is not good.
No. For the flow of the game, it's not good either. Well, that's the 2nd foul on Chicago.
Again.
Well, Richards off the bench, 14 minutes, 10 points. Productive.
They were obviously Smith and Richards.
You know, funny thing about Richards, he came to Chicago and all of a sudden discovered a 3-point shot as Rui shows everyone how it's done.
Luka is going to draw some attention.
I mentioned Richards. He only has 14 3-point attempts in his career, 9 since he joined Chicago. Here is Smith, got it.
He's been shooting it well from behind the arc. That's his third.
That's a 2-pointer. That's a 2-pointer. Yeah. I just heard LT. I'll take an LT's word for it. Why not? He's been here the longest. Well, no, it's not for you. Here's Doncic spinning. Corner of the key. That one's no good, so Buzelis gets the best of him that time. 80-69 is our score. Giddey trying to get off that number, does not. LeBron looks ahead, finds Reeves. Reeves attacks the middle of the floor. LeBron down the middle, he goes, lay it up and in.
There's LeBron again, a delayed dive by LeBron, and gets an.
Dillingham found himself alone, didn't expect to be in that situation. Oh, LeBron just took it away from Jalen Smith and gets fouled in the process. Reeves, Doncic, LaRavia, Rui, and LeBron.
So I guess that'll put Rui on Richards.
We will wait when we get back to the other end. LeBron James, 7 points tonight.
They switched just about everything anyhow.
Doing a dance. Ooh, Austin was headed back the other way, thought he had it. Buzelis into the attacking zone. That's 47 feet of hardwood. But they call the attacking zone as they go towards the goal. All the way. Taken away by Braun. Defense, offense, Reeves, nobody picks him up. Thank you, I'll take it.
Well, they're so
Rebound, Luka having a great night rebounding the basketball. At least he did early. He's a S5, which is quite a few.
Quite a few.
He's going to get it right back, 2-man game. He thought about it for an instant, and he will take it. Got it! Yes, sir! And he talks to the crowd in row number
3%. Chicago goes to the rim again, and that's on 11 shots per game. So super high volume, shooting at a very efficient rate. And those numbers not counting the 6 for 9 tonight. So he's probably around 43% now post break.
Yeah, usage rate, high volume shooter, time of possession, all of it belongs to Luka Doncic. Here's another 3. Got another one! For 10, Stu, 35 points.
with 6 minutes to go in the third.
And it's a 19-point lead. It has ballooned quickly, hasn't it? Remember that it was the third quarter where the Lakers exploded the other night. It was tied at the half until they ran away from Minnesota. It's Austin's turn.
Luka,
18.
second one not by Austin.
Buzelis, there's an answer. He's over 20, 22.
He's got to close out that airspace that time. Too much space.
18,794 enjoying this lead. LeBron again! Two-hand jam! LeBron 1 point away from crowning everybody in the starting lineup in double digits. Oh, Dillingham, change of pace. Boy, he got in there quickly.
That's what speed will do for you, especially with change of direction, change of pace.
Reeves will call out the play or the motion or the action, if you will. Out by the logo. Austin, again, nobody picks him up, so he'll shoot the runner. LeBron underneath. There you go. Everybody in double. Wow. Good box out, rebound. Here's Jones. Quickly. Again, this game had a lot of good pace in the first half. Knocked away. And nearly a fast break going the other way with number.
Basket, and they had to go retrieve it. Very easily could have been a delay.
Lakers again, only 6 turnovers tonight. Are they going to get this squared away?
Yeah, I thought it was Chicago ball.
And that's what they do. Good call. Third quarter action here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I guess JJ doesn't agree with anybody, so he says, I'm going to.
Things really turned upside down for the Timberwolves. Pick on the outside by Ayton. Controlling the basketball is Luka. Now to Kennard. Kennard is in the game. Pulls up 15 feet. Trying to give the bench some support scoring-wise.
Well, Timmy's the only bench guy that's scratched.
And that was like in the about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Right when he got in the game, he scored. Underneath, couple of big steps. Giddey, shot put is good.
Giddey shooting the ball well.
46% overall, Josh Giddey. Corner, Kennard, good swing goes out to Reeves. Luka wants Ayton. Everybody's going to touch it. Rebound Chicago.
That's a good sequence, though, when everybody touches it in the same possession.
Woo! Been 18 free throws in the whole game. All right, how about this right now from Nissan?
This Lakers broadcast is brought to you by the Nissan.
And that's going to go down to the wire.
Oh, yeah, it will. 2023-24 was when Luka won the title of scoring average. He wants a title. The title. Put the banner up. One of those. Another dunk.
You got to keep dropping. When you're on the weak side, drop to the level of the basketball.
Kennard. Luka thought about it from the logo. Now he gets past one. Wows the crowd. Can't score. Was right at the rim. Here comes Giddey. Boy, he's a great deliverer of the basketball. And he finds the man in the corner. And Dillingham scores. 10 tonight for the Lakers. Just adding a little bit more clarity to that. Here is Reeves. Boy, he just was weaving through the defense. Taken out by Buzelis, so they can get to single digits, Stu.
And will.
Well, Buzelis, that's a foul. So once again, a foul in the first 30 seconds.
To call the challenge.
Well, coming back is something they did the other night. We'll get back into that right after the break.
Penalized for being correct.
Who was saying that the other night in the NBA too? Was it Donovan Mitchell? Somebody was saying also, if you continue to get them right, you should be able to continue to challenge. Underneath, but then they want to try to speed up the game. Obviously, Richards and one for Chicago 6. But they erased an 8-point lead in the last 90 seconds to take that one to overtime up in Golden State. They only played 8 players in that game because of all the injuries. At least 20 minutes for every one of Inglewood at the Intuit Dome.
Well, they've only played 9 tonight, so have the Lakers only played 9. So.
Yep. You normally only play 9-10 if it's a close game.
It's hard to get 10, 12 players into a game.
They do have a couple of guys missing, though, in the regular rotation, as we talked about earlier. First half, Reeves Lakers are missing a couple of bigs, Kleba and Jackson Hayes. No Marcus Smart, as you've noticed tonight. Reeves down the middle, nobody picks him up all the way to lay it up and in. AR.
If you show him the slightest seam, he's going to get into it.
He's shooting 58% in the second half this year. 58. As opposed to under 30 in the first half. All the way, missed, tapped by LeBron, but it goes right to Yuki. Then Buzelis, Yuki, flyby. Good pass under the Buzelis. Oh, the Lakers, they get a block, and it's going to be Laker. Reeves. LeBron posting up, wants it, gets it. Just to the side of the goal. Left wing side. There's that shot that he has perfected over the years.
What a rebound.
Yeah, Vando getting it done. Now it is Luke Kennard.
Well, he was due.
So was the entire bench.
Yeah, that's Luke's first hoop of the night.
Second all-time in three-point percentage. Luke.
Game is much better.
I remember when he was with the Clippers, he used to come in and early in games, he used to shoot lights out against the Lakers. And that's nothing but net from the corner. And dancing back to the other end is Leonard Miller. A couple of years, 2+ years to be exact, with the Wolves. Kennard again, and you mentioned it, he can create. Rui baseline, reverse layup. Vando hustling. Goes into row number 1, but it's going to other end after he made it.
He's saying that run that same place so I can get that same shot.
Well, now he vacated that spot. And falling down, then running right holds a rebound and an assist. Hasn't scored. Giddey 1-2 Euro in there. Score.
Quite an offensive game for Giddey. He's got 25 points, 8 boards, and 14 assists.
I mean, that's a fantasy player's dream right there, that Giddey putting up those numbers. And now he steals it away. Up ahead, boy, they can really get close if they score here. And another foul. Presents 16 points. So pretty much perfect for them, as you just brought up. All right, how about this right now from Carl's Jr. On the other side of things, 12 turnovers by Chicago. Lakers have turned that into 13 points. You know, fast break points and points in the paint were key to the Laker win in game 1. Points in the paint, Lakers are still a +8, but the running and scoring in transition, Chicago is leading in that tonight. Rui wanted a handoff maybe to LaRavia. Instead, it's to AR6 to shoot. Time is of the essence. He's going to loft it up and in. Got it.
Boy, that was much needed. Also, the clock was about to expire.
Giddey one way, then the other. Loses LeBron. Can't finish, though. Vando's got the rebound. LeBron was leaking out. They weren't able to get it to him. LaRavia with the basketball, picks up the dribble, terminates it, now gives it to Reeves. Just made that long looping jumper from way outside a moment ago. He's trying to attack on Jalen Smith. Look at this move!
Austin Reeves just, as soon as he recognized that he had
27 for the Lakers on 13 offensive rebounds. That's just hustle for the Lakers. Here's Dillingham. It's 27-10 in that department. Luka with the rebound. So there's a double-double for him. He's at 41 and 10. Needs 4 more assists to get another triple. Reeves has been, as we mentioned, wowing the crowd. James again with the left hand. Couldn't finish, but he'll shoot.
Remember how long it was before he scratched?
Yes.
Now he's got 16, looking for 17, 18.
Yeah, big time second half, as we said. It was the first half last time they met, and he flipped it. Tickets all season long is Lakers Ticket Exchange. It's the official resale marketplace of your Lakers. Lock in your seats right now at Lakers.com/ticket exchange. And after tonight, 7 home games remain in the regular season. Of course, come playoff time, Lakers Ticket Exchange, where you get them to.
Bill, Giddey got a 50-second rest. He's back on the floor already.
Billy Donovan said, you get back.
And so he didn't have a chance.
I was going to say physicality is a buzzword that's been thrown around this Laker team with J.J. Redick as far as their success here in the last couple of weeks. Jones was open. He's going to go to the rim. Didn't want anything to do with Ayton. They missed the layup underneath. Foul on the ground, Lakers.
They called a foul on DeAndre.
Guess what? That average is going up. They're already at 122.
Rui coming back. LeBron gets a rest.
Push. Smith knocks down the free throw. Chicago, Dillingham has 9. They actually have 27 bench points. I mentioned that they are top 5 in bench production in the NBA. But they're headed for the lottery. Here is Ayton. He spins, he's in the lane, scores! Of course, the 3rd seed is what the Lakers are eyeing. Get hot, keep it going, get that 3rd seed. Looks like San Antonio OKC way too far in front of them. Underneath, there's an offensive rebound by Chicago. It's a 14-point game. We're exactly halfway through this 4th quarter. And Katie, that just got away from him.
They've only given up 13 points, though.
He averages about 4 turnovers a game. Does Giddey, and lately scores a lot, plays a lot, turns it over a bunch.
Yeah, DeAndre again with a nice controlled shot there for Deuce.
23 and 10 for Ayton.
Back-to-back efforts by Ayton.
He's found his rhythm. Now you have Denver coming in and the Joker on Saturday. That's a test. We all know it. Reeves. Down the middle he goes all the way to score again. Right in the paint. That's 66 in the paint tonight for the Lakers. They only average.
Steal by Luka.
Here we go. Change of pace. He's underneath. He went up against his favorite defender, too. Fans, we've entered the final 5 minutes of the game, brought to you by Mirangu Casino Resort and Spa. Post-game show coming up after this. Lots of analysis. Plenty of interviews. Get you ready for Denver. We're in the final 5. Now that's good rebound by Jones, the smallest guy. Never came back down with it. Lakers have reached 130. And the word was Chicago had turned things around defensively. Not so tonight. Long lead. Once again, Jones scores on the break.
4 minutes. See what kind of play call they do coming out of the timeout.
Hand off to Doncic. LeBron. Oh, good pass inside. Ayton was in perfect position. This would be more second chance points because Reeves got the rebound. That's 30 second chance points for the Lakers.
Boy, you see LeBron give it to the open man at the top.
46 for Luka.
Somebody might decide to guard Giddey.
Against Chicago.
Well, he's not done yet tonight.
I know. Well, he finished with 46 the other night. You thought he'd get to 50.
I thought he'd get a nickel.
You thought he'd get to 50. Here's 3 more. Yes!
Timeout, Chicago.
He's at 49 and an assist away from a triple-double. How about a 50-point triple-double tonight?
Real.
Laker high game.
Traveling.
And they're going to get the ball back. Laker high game this year against Utah. They scored 143. That's easily within reach. Again, let's remind you.
Thought you were talking about Luka was going to get 140.
Yeah. Luka 1 point away from 50, 1 assist away from a triple-double. But the most important thing, Lakers 136, 119. Luka underneath, and they block it right there. Olbrich was there to block it. Just came in the game.
What is that?
That was Dillingham, that quickness.
Oh, I know who it was, but I was looking at that Laker defense. Everybody just stood.
Dillingham's gone 27 minutes. They've got 7 in double figures. Luka, they're doubling him up. Rui in the corner. Oh, that would have been it for the triple-double. Dillingham. That's off the Lakers with 1.5 minutes to play. And that's on the road. Corner 3. And that's a big shot. They definitely needed it. That's a 2. That's a 2.
It just seems like the Lakers don't like prosperity.
Now Ayton leaves it now for LeBron. Rui is just wide open under the basket. I don't know if LeBron saw him or if he thought the defense was going to close out. Underneath, put up and in.
I tell you, this Laker team, they really can get in a position where they become real stagnant at times.
Luka, here he goes all the way, and he'll shoot a free throw for 50. There's only 1:44 left. Confident. I'm going to watch the first free throw and just make sure. There you go, Luka. All right, Lakers are going to win, which means you're going to win 2 free tacos with any drink purchase from Jack in the Box tomorrow. Just ask for the Lakers deal when you order. Yep.
He wants that assist.
There's some MVP chants, obviously. Raining down from the seats here. 51 tonight for Luka. 51, 10, and 9 in 37 minutes.
And he's going out of the game. He took a intentional foul.